Hey everybody, Omar here, your knife for the party guy, and I am back with another fun-filled video for you. And today we're going to be doing a video on this knife here. This is the blue fat carbon fiber with Mosaic Damascus bolsters and Elmax steel, made by Lourens, Prinsloo. As you guys can see the name right there, there's this emblem on it. It's got a beautiful drop point blade. The knife runs on ceramic ball bearings, really very pretty, as you guys can see. It's got really nice smooth action. Just want to give you guys a quick overall look. We got a blue titanium pocket clip. Now, no one has ever done a video on Lourens Prinsloo. He is from South Africa. You can look up his name here on YouTube. You're not going to find any videos on it. So this is going to be the first. It comes with a black leather pouch. I did not get a certificate of authenticity on this one, but that's okay, because most unknown knife makers from South Africa do not all of them always have the certificate of authenticity that you're looking for. But the Blade Gallery does give you this certificate of authenticity. This is sort of their version of whatever proof that states that this knife is actually what it is. So let's go ahead and get right into the specs, and then I'll probably do some quick size comparisons. So blade length is about 3.25 inches. The cutting length is 3 inches. Total length of the knife is 7.5. It's a medium-sized knife. We have Elmax steel for the blade. We also have a beautiful hand-rubbed finish on the blade with mirrored flats, which is kind of nice. It's a nice combination. The Mosaic bolsters, that's forged by hand by Lourens Prinsloo himself. That's very difficult to do. To do this process here takes hours. The blue fat carbon fiber is just simply stunning. It's kind of dark blue matter carbon fiber. And the swirl patterns are different on every knife. So this one's actually a one of a kind. It's a one-off. We got a titanium backspacer. And again, we've got the blue pocket clip. The action is really nice on this. It just pretty much falls shut. Alright, so if you guys want to sit tight for a second, I'm going to go get some other knives that we're going to be doing some quick comparisons to. Production knives up against this one, so you guys can get a better idea. So I'll be right back. Okay, so first knife is going to be the ZT 0562. There it is up against the 0562. As you can see, the 0562 is a much larger knife. We're also going to go ahead and put it up against the Kershaw bare knuckle knife. There it is up against the Kershaw bare knuckle. This is just to give you an idea of what the knife looks like up against some familiar knives you guys might know. This one is sort of a discontinued one, but it's kind of a perfect way to explain the size of the knife. I always like to do it this way, where it's large, medium, and then small, so you guys can see the size comparison. So this knife actually falls in the middle category. So this is the ZT, oh my god, all of a sudden I can't remember, 900, which is now discontinued. So you can see it's a small knife. So that's kind of a perfect example of what the knife size actually is. Now, back to the knife maker. Lourens Prinsloo is really not all that well known, but he's been making knives for an incredibly long time. You know, why that is, he just hasn't made himself commercially available to other knife makers, and that's kind of a shame because his work really should be more well known. He kind of covers a lot in aesthetics, even though it's sort of minimal. You know, the fact that he does a hand rub blade with the mirrored flats, you don't see that too often in knives. Here he's got this very elegant look where you mix two different types of aesthetics. So here you've got the blue carbon fiber, blue fat, dark marble carbon fiber here, blue dark matter, and then up against the Mosaic. I mean, together that kind of gives it, you know, it makes, you know, you've got like elegant and then rustic, and then together it's kind of like a nice match. The choice of blade shape, I think, is really nice with the drop point. Just very classic look. Nothing too over the top. Basic, simple blue titanium pocket clip to sort of round out the beam. What he makes and what he's well known for are gentleman folders. That's basically what this guy makes. Can't believe how smooth it is. You've got a titanium backspacer on the back there. So when he does his aesthetics, he kind of balances it out, sort of gives it to you like bam, right out in the front with these two, the Mosaic, the forged Damascus, and then the blue dark marble, the blue dark carbon fiber, fat carbon fiber on the knife there. And then everything gets kind of quiet. You know, you got just like a titanium backspacer, but the blue kind of rounds it out. So, you know, aesthetically he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to give you what it is that you're looking for. The steel is Elmax. It's an Elmax steel blade. The ergonomics on this are really fantastic. He really does give it to you. The jimping is just perfect. It's sharp, but just sharp enough so you get a good grip. Some jimping isn't really helpful. This one actually is. It's spaced about right, which I like. Because sometimes I do these jimpings where it's so close together, it's almost like it's not helpful to even have it there at all, like it was there for aesthetic, but this is actually quite useful. Still can't get over the action on this. It runs on ceramic ball bearings, but it's got kind of like a gliding, smooth effect, which I think is really nice. This is the leather pouch that it comes in. It's really a nice sort of soft leather pouch. You know, that makes it kind of perfect. So basically, Lourens Prinsloo first started making knives in 1996. He attended a knife making course with legendary knife maker Owen Wood, who now lives here in the United States. He's also South African. Owen Wood and Des Hoorn are sort of like two sides of the same coin as far as being South African knife makers. They pretty much make knives on the same keel, so you could probably guess that Lourens Prinsloo picked up from both those guys on how to create a knife and make it into art. Most of his knives will come in this size, more of a gentlemanly size folder, roughly about 3.1 or 3.2 inch blade. He doesn't make really large knives. The star of the show is the forged Damascus on that. I mean, you guys can see that. You can imagine how intricately long it takes for him to do that for both, because this is done by hand. There's no machine that does this, right? And, you know, the screws really don't take away too much from the aesthetic. I think it still works. You know, it's not particularly that in the way of what you're looking at. It's almost smooth between the Mosaic, the forged Mosaic Damascus and the blue fat carbon fiber. I can run my finger across it. I can barely feel the difference. It feels like it's all one material. So he's really, really worked on getting the knife smooth. And again, you know, those whatever imperfections are on the knife just pretty much proves that the knife is made by hand and that those imperfections are actually part of the art. There's no name for this knife either. This is a liner lock, by the way. His lockup, I'm going to say it's like, I don't know, maybe like 12% maybe. No, but maybe about 20% lockup. But nevertheless, it's as solid as a rock. There's no blade play on that at all. I mean, overall, the fit, the finish, the quality of this knife made by hand is absolutely stellar. Again, you know, I no longer do prices on how much these knives are, but if you want to know the price of it, you know, comment on my channel after this video uploads, and, you know, I'll tell you. So Lourens Prinsloo, there's his emblem right there. These are the knife makers you really want to maybe try out first. Simply because, you know, Auricus Blomeris and Andre Thorburn, Des Horn, John Arnold, those more well-known knife makers, they're always going to be around. But to discover a South African knife maker who does just as great of work as those statesmen, elder statesmen, I'm going to say, is definitely worth being discovered in the world of knife making. Find those obscure knife makers because they really do just as great work. And when you get one, you're going to probably walk away with a knife that not a lot of people even have or even heard of, even if it's not a one-of-a-kind. So keep that in mind. So, having said that, that is it for this video on Lourens Prinsloo's work. He's kind of like a cross between Auricus Blomeris and Andre Thorburn and Des Horn. I mean, he's like all these knife makers all in one, but he adds his own style in simply by just pretty much minimizing the aesthetics, but he's not taking away from the fit, finish, and quality. That seems to be the style that Lourens Prinsloo does it in. He'll give you just enough aesthetic to make you happy, but he's not going to take away from the fit, finish, and quality of the knife. And that's probably what his main attraction is as a knife maker. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I've got another video that I'm going to do in a few minutes here. Actually, it's going to be a redo of a video I did yesterday. I just wasn't happy with that one, so I'm redoing that video again. So that is it for this video. This is Omar, your Knife of the Party guy, signing off. Hoping you guys will enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, and maybe check out the Blade Gallery and check out Lourens Prinsloo. And you can also check him out on his Instagram channel. A lot of people don't even know he's got an Instagram page, but he's got one. But as I said before, this is the only video on his knife. No one's ever actually done an official review on his knife, so I'm kind of like honored to say that I'm the first one that's ever done one on Lourens Prinsloo. I'm probably going to upload this video for him to check out. Hopefully he'll approve of it. You know, I hope a lot of you guys that are watching my channel approve of this video. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.